How do you set up the pawns in chess? Imagine walking into a room where every piece has a designated spot, ready for action. That's exactly how setting up pawns works in chess. It's the first step to starting a game smoothly. When you begin, each player has 8 pawns and they sit on specific squares. For the white pieces, the pawns are placed on the second row, which is called the second rank. For black, they are on the 7th rank. Think of the second rank as the starting line for white's army and the 7th for black's. White's pawns go on the squares labeled A2, B2, C2, D2, E2, F2, G2, and H2. These are the 8 squares in the second row from the white side. Black's pawns are on A7, B7, C7, D7, E7, F7, G7, and H7, which are the corresponding squares in the 7th row from the black side. It's like lining up soldiers before a parade. Now, placing the pawns is simple but important. You want each pawn to stand upright on its square, touching the board with its base. Make sure they are evenly spaced and aligned in a straight line. This setup helps you see the game clearly and plan your moves. Pawns move forward, 1 square at a time, but on their very first move, they can go to squares ahead if the way is clear. Think of it as a quick dash at the start of the game. When capturing an opponent's piece, pawns move diagonally 1 square to the left or right. It's like a sneaky sidestep to take an enemy piece. There's also a special move called en passant, which is a tricky capture that happens if your opponent moves a pawn to squares forward and lands next to your pawn. You can then capture it as if it had only moved 1 square. It's a rare but important rule to remember. Strategically, pawns are the backbone of your game. You want to develop them early to control the center of the board, especially the squares D for and E for white, or D5 and E5 for black. Moving pawns to these spots helps you gain space and opens pathways for your other pieces. A good pawn structure is also vital. Avoid isolated pawns, which stand alone without neighbors, or doubled pawns, which stack on the same file. These can become weaknesses. Instead, keep your pawns connected and supportive of each other. So, setting up your pawns is about placing them correctly on the 2nd and 7th ranks, making sure they are neat and ready to move. From there, you can start controlling the game and developing your pieces. Remember, pawns may seem simple, but they are the foundation of your entire strategy.